So, Patriots, hold on to your wallets because we're about to dive into the financial tornado that is tearing through Wall Street. The stock market is in free fall, cryptos are crashing, and the Biden administration, well, you will not believe what they are up to, or should I say, what they are not doing. So let's get into this. As the markets are crashing and uncertainty reigns, it's time to consider a safe haven for your wealth. Gold has historically been a bulwark against economic chaos. Global Gold Investments is offering a free portfolio analysis in their 2024 Insure Your Money Guide. Don't let your savings evaporate in this market meltdown. Call 888-700-4148 or visit IRAGoldproof.com. Mention Next News for VIP treatment. Secure your financial future before it is too late. Okay, so here we go. This is all happening, again, in real time. We're tracking this. Donald Trump predicted this would all occur. August 4th, 2024 at 11:07 p.m., Donald Trump goes to Truth Social. Stock markets crashing. I told you so. Kamala doesn't have a clue. Biden is sound asleep. All caused by inept U.S. leadership. This is all on their watch. They are going to own this collapse and this world war we are heading into. And this is interesting. You may or may not know this, but as all the markets are collapsing, Lockheed Martin stock just pumped by 23%. At the same time, the markets are dumping. Why is one of the biggest military industrial complex stocks in the world pumping while the rest of the market is dumping? Because people are putting their money into the military industrial complex. They know what's coming. Weapons manufacturer Lockheed Martin stock price up 23% in 1 month while the market has been tanking. Somebody knew. You ready for this? This is CNN. This was posted by Trump War Room. Today was the worst trading day for stock markets in nearly 2 years, with $1 trillion worth of wealth wiped out. You are witnessing the Kamala Crash in real time. Let's go to this.
It's an ugly day. Just to give you some context here, this is the worst trading day for stock markets in nearly 2 years. In the early minutes of the session today, we saw around $1 trillion worth of wealth wiped off just a handful of the biggest tech stocks. So ugly is the way to describe it.
$1 trillion wiped out. Oh, and here's this. Joe Biden just crashed the stock market. So naturally, what did he go to do? He went flower shopping.
Think Iran president? Do you think Iran will stand down?
Unbelievable.
Do you think Iran?
The guy
will
is flower
stand
shopping.
Down, sir.
I hope so.
President.
Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Stock market's crashing. Iran is preparing for an attack on Israel, and Joe Biden is out flower shopping. Luke Rudkowski posting, poof, $2 trillion evaporated. Oh, and someone posted this meme. I thought it was appropriate. This is basically the White House right now.
Over $1.2 trillion.
Yeah. It is a clown show at the White House right now. So while you have the markets collapsing, Israel under imminent threat, Biden is flower shopping, and nobody knows who's in charge. Oh, here, this sums it up perfectly. The Biden-Harris campaign, an absolute dumpster fire right now. Oh, and this is interesting. Ready for this? BlackRock. Now, if you're following cryptos, I follow crypto. Bitcoin, the crypto markets collapsing alongside the stock market. But this interesting note right here. BlackRock just ate everything that you sold. BlackRock is going in, buying the big dip. This is huge. Here's another meme was posted. Perfect depiction of the Biden administration right now. A dumpster fire, Joe Biden eating ice cream, and Kamala cackling. It continues, folks. This is all live. Okay, so I want to play this too. This is when Biden makes his arrival back at the White House after a leisurely weekend in Delaware. In a previous report, what did we say? We told you his schedule. Absolutely embarrassing. Getting his daily briefing at 10 a.m. Not showing up at the White House for his critical meeting. Biden makes a mid-afternoon arrival back at the White House after a leisurely weekend in Delaware. Takes no questions, as I knew he would not take any questions. That's his.
He would sometimes.
Here we go.
Reporters, they've got questions. This is a big moment.
Yeah, the noise from the
helicopter.
helicopter. The noise from the helicopters. We see the president descending the steps. There is the auxiliary power unit, and they leave it on because it takes a while to warm it up and get the chopper going again. But during the Bush administration, if George Bush wanted to take questions or had something to say, the helicopter pilots would be instructed to turn off the APU.
You're the president.
And
you can tell them to do that.
Donald Trump used to use it as a foil against the press. He would sometimes say that he couldn't hear the question, and sometimes he would hear the question. But Dana Perino hates chopper talk as it is now.
Wow.
Because you barely can hear anything that Biden.
No questions. The world's in turmoil, markets collapsing, and he just stumbles his way across the White House lawn. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be an American with this happening. Where is the leadership that we need? So apparently there was a moment. Kyle Becker, come on, man, president, just tried to, ready for this? Try to blame Donald Trump for the Kamala Crash.
And now my predecessors like to say, America is a failing nation. In my faith, bless me, Father, for his sin. Come on. A failing nation. And by the way, did you hear he wants to see the stock market crash? Because he does not want it now. We're doing well. He acknowledging by that we're doing pretty damn well economically and getting better. He wants to see the stock market crash. You know why? He doesn't want to be the next Herbert Hoover. As I told him, he's already Hoover. He's the only president to be president for 4 years and lose jobs, not gain any jobs. Come on, man. You know, some of the things he said, well, I don't get started.
Yeah, don't get started. Okay, Joe. Now, this was posted 3 hours ago. And I have a feeling this was probably from a previous event. Just reading what the teleprompter told him. Charles Payne. Okay, Charles Payne. Let's go to him. He knows what's going on.
Ironically, they brag about things like the Inflation Reduction Act. That's stoking inflation. They brag about all the money that they're giving the world's richest corporations to build factories here. Well, guess what? We gave $8.5 billion to Intel. You know what we got in return? They're going to get rid of 15,000 workers. Is that smart? Is that really brilliant? Is that what we should be doing with taxpayer money? Stoking inflation and losing jobs? It's nuts. What you're seeing right now in the stock market is what Americans have been feeling for the last 3 years. It's just a manifestation of it right now. Ironically,
just a manifestation of it right now. It's what we've all been feeling for the last 3.5 years. And now there's also this new ad that Trump has just dropped that just blows this whole thing wide open. This is the hashtag Kamala Crash. Ready for this?
Live this morning.
Here we go. Look at them go down. What some would call history in the making.
Scary. Don't say that.
We have never been down 1,000 points ever, not even intraday on the NASDAQ.
Bidenomics is working. It's working.
The stock market just taking a big old nosedive this morning.
Dow Jones is down about 1,010 points.
That is called Bidenomics.
The Dow fell more than 600 points Friday on a weaker than expected jobs report.
5%. Meta, 6%. Amazon, 6%. Apple, 9% down.
Bidenomics is working.
Fears of a recession began after Friday's disappointing July jobs report.
Bidenomics is working.
A rise like that is historically a sign that a recession is imminent.
This is Bidenomics.
What you're seeing right now in the stock market is what Americans have been feeling for the last 3 years. It's just a manifestation of it right now.
All that is called Bidenomics.
Ain't that the truth? Bidenomics in action. We got The View. Wait till you see what The View had to say. Kamala was on The View, was asked this. Listen to this. Wait till you hear this. She was asked if she and Biden need to move away from the rhetoric of save democracy from Trump and start talking about the economy and the border. Wait till you see her response. Ready for this? Oh, this is, people have been screaming it from the rooftops. When you don't talk about the kitchen table issues, putting food on your plate, gas in your tank, feeding your family, paying your mortgage, that's what people care about. Ready for this? Let's see what she had to say.
That is Madam Vice President, thank you for being here.
Of course.
The president has made saving democracy the center of his campaign. And many of us, I think every one of us at this table understands the damage and the fear of January 6th and all that happened. But it's been 3 years since then, and a lot of minds are already made up. Voters want to hear about issues affecting their lives, like the economy and the border. Should the campaign be pivoting on its messaging?
So there's no doubt that one of the first issues that anyone will think of is the issue they think of when they're at their kitchen table trying to pay their bills, which is how is the economy treating them? So there's no question whatsoever that that is an important issue, which we have been in the process of addressing, and we still need to do more. I would not separate that from the issue of what is at stake in terms of hard democracy. And frankly, I think most people don't think of it in the context of democracy as much as freedom. The freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body. The freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. The freedom to be able to be free from gun violence. These are fundamental freedoms that are at stake right now. The freedom to have access to the ballot.
Madam Vice President, thank you for being here. Of course. The president...
Yeah, she just pivots. She just makes the pivot. Freedom to what?
The issue of what is at stake in terms of hard democracy. And frankly, I think most people don't think of it in the context of democracy as much as freedom. The freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body.
Oh, listen, really? Is that what you talk about at the kitchen table, Kamala?
The freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. The free.
Well, people can't do that if they don't want to?
To be able to be free from gun violence.
Oh, man. These are the talking points of a failed administration and a failed campaign. Keeps going. I mean, it is on fire today. Kyle Becker, don't forget the Democrat Party finds it acceptable to leave us with a no-show president during a global market meltdown and 2 regional wars brewing abroad. This president is too incompetent to even stand trial for national security crimes. That's how much the Democrats care. This tweet right here, you can see it. Monica Crowley. She posted this late last night. Global financial markets are crashing. The Middle East is about to explode, and we have no president. Sweet dreams. That's what I went to sleep with last night. Raw alerts. Robinhood halted 24-hour trading due to huge market volatility. Suspended all 24-hour trades until further notice. Insider paper, latest developments in the world. Markets across the globe crashing. U.S. recession fears sparks sell-off in international markets. Oil down, crypto down, stocks down. Iran preparing to attack Israel. Bangladesh PM resigns. UK riots, protests in Venezuela. Stock market crashing on Monday, just like President Trump predicted. Dow futures slide more than 300 points after NASDAQ falls in correction. Live updates. Stock markets crashing. I told you so. Donald Trump. Again, June 15th, 2019. The Trump economy is setting records. Has a long way to go. If anyone but me takes over in 2020, I know the competition very well, there will be a market crash, the likes of which has not been seen before. Keep America great. 2019. And we are now witnessing it happening in real time. Okay, and here's this. Jim Cramer, you guys know who Jim Cramer is, right? Listen to this. This was posted 4 hours ago.
I'd like to know. The 4x100 must knows.
Does he know what? He knows who's going to win?
I'm just saying that. And who's the vice president? We don't know who's the vice presidential candidate
No,
is.
we're going to find that out.
And how about Tony West surfacing? My guy,
Tony
whom
West.
I said Tony West would make it so that you'd have to rethink how left Kamala is. I think people should do that. Tony West.
We are waiting
PepsiCo,
for the
Tony
vice
West,
presidential
General Counsel
decision
in
of
Uber.
Vice President Harris.
I know Tony. He's what I regard as a business person. There was no business person really that close to Biden except for Gina Raimondo. So this is a nice change of pace. There's a lot of business people surrounding Harris. If you're in the stock market, if you care about your paycheck, you go with Trump. That's what you do.
You do.
If you care about your paycheck, you go with Trump. Pretty simple right there. And Mario Nafal, there is no scheduled emergency meeting with the Federal Reserve. While the stock and crypto markets around the world plunge into chaos, the Federal Reserve has not officially announced any meeting today. Regardless of what Google or ChatGPT tell you, Federal Open Markets Committee meeting dates. No message. Is Jerome Powell a good Fed chair? Nope. I'll go ahead and give you a no. Yeah, 66% say no. So, folks, this is what's happening with the markets. There you have it. The economy is on a roller coaster. It looks like we're headed for a very steep drop. So stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay prepared. This financial storm is far from over.